Hey guys, what's up and welcome back to the video. So I've been talking about the iPhone 15 for a while now. I actually did a couple of videos talking about the rumors and what we've known so far about the upcoming devices. And we're less than 2 months away from actually seeing a hands-on on an iPhone 15. But I'm gonna do a similar video as well, where I'm gonna show you a hands-on of the iPhone 15 and the 15 Pro. I've talked about them a lot, but I haven't really given you any physical phone to look at. But I actually have some phones in my hand, and well, these are not really actual phones, but these are dummy designs which are based off of cases that manufacturers are going to be making. So this is as real as it gets. Without the actual functionality, you will be able to see the actual iPhone 15 and the 15 Pro and the complete lineup, which we are going to have 4 phones this time. So I'll show you guys everything that we have. And I also have both of the iPhone 14s in my hand, the Pro model, so that I can show you guys and kind of compare a little bit and see what we can expect from the upcoming lineup. So as you can see, I have 4 boxes down here and each one of them contains an iPhone. So let's start unboxing them and see what we have in hand. I'm gonna leave the Pros at the end. I'm gonna go with the regular iPhone 15s. So these are the regular iPhone 15s, I believe, if they're labeled correctly. Oh no. Wait, I'm gonna leave this till the end. I want to show you guys the iPhone 15 first, and then I want to go to the Pros. Okay, we have the iPhone 15 Plus here, which is going to be the same 6.7-inch design, but let me take out the regular one as well and kind of give you a small comparison type. So these are both of the iPhone 15 models, the regular models, the non-flagship models, the cheaper peasant models, which you and I can afford. Pretty much the same exact design when it comes to that, but there are some slight changes that Apple is making this time. So the first thing that I noticed is that the camera bump is significantly bigger, and that is because both of the iPhones, the regular iPhones, are going to be coming with a 48 megapixel camera. That's what's rumored, and it's going to be the same camera that's currently being used on the iPhone 14 Pro model. So as you can see, the camera size, or at least the lens size, is pretty similar to the iPhone 14 Pros, which kind of, I would say, confirms it. And as I said, these are actual phones. The dimensions of these phones are based on actual cases, because those have to be made beforehand. So they're given the dimensions of the phones, and then we have people who actually make dummies and show everyone what we can expect. So this is as close as it gets. We are also going to get the dynamic island on the iPhone, on the regular iPhone 15. So that's one of the things that is coming. That's probably the biggest change that we're going to see. Apart from the camera, which is the 48 megapixel, we're also going to see the dynamic island on all the lineup of the iPhones. The iPhone 15 is also going to be coming with the A16 chip, which is the current one being used on the iPhone 14 Pro. So we are going to get a little bit of a bump there. We're still going to get 6 gigs of RAM, which is what we currently have. And if we talk about the colors, there are rumors that we're going to be getting 2 new colors. Apart from a pastel green color, we're also going to see a neon pink type of color, and hashtag Barbie movie nowadays, it's trending. And then we're also going to get kind of like a very bright blue color, which has been rumored to not be true, but the pink one is actually confirmed. The blue one is still kind of in the middle, so we're not sure about that. On the display side of things, we're still not going to see 120 hertz display, which is kind of disappointing. That at this price point, I think we should see it when we see it on very cheaper phones as compared to this one. And I think that we should at least get 90 hertz, if not 120, then I think 90 should be the minimum. But unfortunately, it looks like we're still sticking to 60 hertz. The 120 is still going to be reserved for the Pro models, which I'm going to talk about in a little bit. All right, so now that we have the iPhone 15s, the peasant editions, out of the way, let's go ahead and talk about the Pro model. And I have the actual Pro model here in hand, which I'm going to be comparing it to. So the back looks pretty much the same. We're going to still be having the same array for the back cameras, a triple camera sensor on the back with 48 megapixels. The iPhone 15 Pro is actually not going to get the periscope camera. That's actually only reserved for the Max or the Ultra model. And according to rumors, that's only because the 15 Max is a bigger body, so the periscope camera housing was not possible to fit on the regular one. I really don't know how true that is. But looking at the design, you can see a significant change this time when it comes to the buttons. So Initially, it was rumored that the buttons were now going to be solid state, but these are actually clickable buttons, and that decision or that rumor later on faded out because we heard that there were some production problems in the solid state buttons. So the volume rockers are still going to be clickable physical buttons. But then there's one big change which everyone was talking about, and that's the mute button. So as you can see, there's no mute button here. Now this is going to be a separate button, which is going to be a solid state button, which is going to also have a haptic engine. So this can be programmed for a couple of things. So you can take a screenshot, you can trigger the camera with this. It's going to be programmable, so you're able to do a lot of things, or you can even still keep it to mute your iPhone. On this side, we pretty much still get the same thing. So the power button is still pretty much on the same position. I think it's a little bit lower than before. And this actually confirmed some of the rumors because we saw renders of the actual cases of the iPhone 15, and we could see that the button was slightly on the lower side. We're still going to get the dynamic island when it comes to the display. We're still getting 120 Hz LTPO display. But there's one big change which everyone is anticipating, and that is the USB-C this time that's going to start with the iPhone 15, and this is going to be made available across all the models of the iPhone 15. So the regular iPhone 15 is also going to be getting a USB-C. So I have my cable here, which has a lightning on one end and a USB-C on the other end. But let's go ahead and see whether this actually fits in here. Oh yeah, perfect fit. So that means that the iPhone 15 lineup is actually going to come with the USB-C. This actually fits pretty perfectly. And let me try it on the regular iPhones as well. Yep, there we go. Same situation here. And also we have the same situation here. Yep. So USB-C seems to be pretty confirmed, and that is because of the EU regulations that have been put in place where they're ordering every single manufacturer to now come with USB-C options as opposed to the Lightning, and that's a first for Apple, for the iPhone. Now coming to the iPhone 15 Pro, which is going to be the maxed out version, the most expensive version of the complete iPhone lineup. This time the grip or the iPhone 15 Ultra seems a little bit more kind of more matte, I would say, and it's a little bit more grippier as well. As you can see, the camera array on the back is also the exact same, but it looks like it's a little bit, the bump is it's slightly bigger. I don't know if you can tell on the camera over here. No, it's not. It's really difficult to tell. But the bump is slightly more protruding outwards, and that is because the iPhone 15 Pro Max or Ultra, we still don't know the name yet, but this one is going to be coming with a periscope camera or a periscope lens as well, which is only going to be reserved for the Pro Max or the Ultra model. We can also see that we still have the same buttons here, so it's going to be physical buttons when it comes to the volume, and we're going to have a solid state button for the mute instead of the mute button. The iPhone 15 Pro is also now going to come with 8 gigs of RAM. That's at least the rumor. We still don't know how true that's going to be, but it's rumored to come with 8 gigs of RAM, and it also is going to be coming with the next generation A17 chip, which is going to be based on 3 nanometers. Another detail about the iPhone 15 Pro Max is that this time this may come with a titanium body. Now this one still seems to come with the same stainless steel body, but there are rumors that the Pro Max version or the Ultra version is going to come with a titanium body, which is also going to make it lightweight but also more expensive. This dummy doesn't really confirm that. We are also seeing a new hero color for the iPhone 15 Pro, which is going to be that burgundy red or maroon kind of color that we're hearing about. I'm not sure whether this titanium body will still have those colors. If this is actually titanium, there's a possibility that we may not see a lot of options, and we may see a similar color to the Apple Watch Ultra, which is that kind of silver color, and we may actually see a darker color, kind of mimicking the space gray option. When it comes to the display, we're also hearing that the bezels are going to be thinner, specifically on the iPhone 15 Pro model. So every model is going to get thinner bezels, but the iPhone 15 Pro is going to get the thinnest bezels out of all, and specifically the Pro Max, which is rumored to get the thinnest bezels on any phone yet. So we are hearing that this now will come with a bezel which is going to measure only 1.55 millimeters thin. So that's going to probably make, if that's true, then the iPhone 15 Pro Max will be the phone with the thinnest bezels ever in the world. There's no other phone that actually has that thin bezels. On the Pro models, you can see that the bezels are pretty thin as well right now, but if they're planning to make it thinner, you know, that's a welcome change, and we're not complaining about that. It looks like slowly Apple is trying to make more distinguishing factors and then put in the Pro Max lineup as a separate phone, which is why it's rumored to also be called the Ultra, because this now may be advertised as a completely separate top-of-the-line model, even better than the Pro. So yeah guys, that's pretty much it. Just wanted to do a quick video showing you a hands-on of what it is rumored to come with the iPhone 15 lineup. Pretty excited to see what Apple has in store. This is pretty much going to be the actual design, and every website, every rumor, every video is confirming the same thing. So it's likely that this is actually it, and this is actually going to be the complete iPhone 15 lineup. Very excited to see what they have in store. Let me know what you guys think, and let me know if there's any specific feature that you would like to see this time on the iPhone 15 models. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.